77 WABC.
Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that? No, shut up for a second. There's like a light in the sky, or a bird, or something. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie Russo Show, and here's Frankie!
How you doing out there? How you doing? Welcome to Russo Nation. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Yeah, guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo. Woo! How you all doing tonight? Beautiful night. It's warm. Thank God. You know, next week they're saying 40s and 50s. I love it. Don't forget Sunday. Spring forward. Turn that clock forward. You know, where are the Americans? The Americans are right here. Like this chick, Rebecca Gregory. She was a victim of the Boston Marathon bombing. That's right. She went to the courthouse and testified in Boston. And she wrote this letter to the Boston Marathon bomber. We don't really know each other, and never will, she went on to say. Until now, I've been truly scared. But today, all that changed. Because this afternoon, I got to walk into a courtroom and take my place at the witness stand, just a few feet away from you, the Boston Marathon bomber. And she went on to say, I was walking. Did you get that? By the way, this chick lost her leg in the bombing. You believe it? Unbelievable. She said, today, I looked at you right in the face. But she said to the Boston Marathon bomber, you're a coward. A little boy who wouldn't even look at me in the eyes to see that. Because you can't handle the fact that you tried to destroy what you tried to destroy, and you only made stronger. She went on to say, if your eyes would have met mine for just 1 second, you would have also seen what you blew up really did blow up. That's what I'm talking about. So yes, you did take a part of me, she said. But in so many ways you saved my life. Because now I'm so much more appreciative of every new day I'm given. So now, while you're sitting in solitary confinement, awaiting the verdict on your life, I will be actually enjoying everything this beautiful world has to offer. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. And she went on to say in her Facebook page, I am so proud of being an American. She's so proud of being an American after she lost her leg. What a woman. The American spirit. We're going to have some tough times ahead of us in the immediate future, but we're Americans, and we don't give up. 800-848-9222. I'm going to start taking some calls. I got Andy B. Andy B in Staten Island. What's poppin', Andy?
Welcome to the Russo Nation.
That's right. You believe that woman? What a woman. Rebecca Gregory.
Gotta respect, that's an American.
That's right, man. You know, this month is the Women's History Month.
Ah.
Unbelievable. I love the women. They're so tough. God bless them.
I got a tough one right next to me. She's tougher than Hillary and Hillary's email.
Oh, my God.
She's tougher than John F. Kerry. My girl is tougher than Obama.
so done. I'm so done with these politicians. You have no idea. So done. Emails in a house? Are you kidding me?
In your house? Can she be anywhere?
She's a Secretary of State, the highest ranking unelected official in the Obama cabinet, and she's got emails on her server. And then she's going to selectively sift them and then tell us which ones we could listen to or watch or whatever the hell it is.
And the best is she's leading their polls. The Democrats still love her.
Bro, it's crazy, man. I am so done with this. You know, and guess what? It's under the Obama administration. She was Secretary of State on the Obama administration. You could say what you want. Russo's bashing Obama, Russo whatever. This is unconscionable.
You know, they knew about it, too. They waited all this time to do this. Obama knew about it since 2010.
Unbelievable, bro. And then all this other stuff coming out with Obama. You know, the lying from the covering up. He's covering up, you know, Clinton lied under oath for, you know, he was impeached out of the House of Representatives, lied under oath, but he didn't make it to the United States Senate. Nixon, he had to resign for a Democratic National Committee headquarters break-in. He lied and covered it up. Obama is lying and covering up the radical Islamists, period.
Yeah, Nixon went because they had to break into some guy's desk.
It's unbelievable. You know, when you really look at this whole thing, Andy B., with the covering, the lying from Obama to the Secretary of State, and she's waiting to get back into the White House. You know, the dropping of the Holy Land Foundation trial, all those charges they dropped, the Major Hassan beheading, it's workplace violence, covering up for the radical Islamists, the Cairo speech, it's his duty to defend and protect Islam, all this stuff. And now what's coming out with the marathon bomber, that they had Al-Qaeda, they looked at Al-Qaeda video to build the bombs. You know, it's just like, you know, we got Al-Qaeda on the run. You're right. Al-Qaeda's diminished. You're right. This is lies upon lies. And the American people, they're lying to the American people.
And let's not forget, Obama's given the nuclear bomb to Iran.
Iran, that's funny you said that. The former director of intelligence agency, Michael Flynn, according to the Weekly Standard, right? Yeah. It's incredible what this cat has revealed. He's claiming that those documents, those Osama bin Laden documents, when they did the raid and everything,
yeah,
it's claiming that Al-Qaeda is so much more empowered. This is the article. Al-Qaeda's plans to empower its franchises. New details about many relationships with Pakistan's powerful intelligence services, and significantly support that the Al-Qaeda group received over the years from senior figures in the Iranian regime.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Right now.
Well, just the way Obama says Pakistan, you don't trust him. How could you trust him?
Unbelievable, right, my brother? Then he goes on to say, Michael Flynn, when asked if the terrorists were defeated, we had to say no. Anyone who answers yes to either of those questions either doesn't know what they're saying, what they're talking about, they are misinformed, or they're flat out lying.
Unbelievable.
So he's lying. He's lying to us. He's violated his oath of office. I solemnly swear to defend and protect the United States Constitution, to defend and protect the American people. He's lying to us about the threat of Al-Qaeda. They want to bring Baghdad here. They want to bring Baghdad in America.
Oh, he wants to get rid of the Constitution. He don't believe a word in the Constitution. You know, and he's dissing our boy Netanyahu, who is a true warrior, and our main allies in Israel and United Kingdom. These are our allies. You don't diss them and that John F. Kerry, that potato face.
Unbelievable. My brother,
yeah.
What do we got? Any chicks around or what? What are we doing?
I got our main Tea Party girl, Tina, right?
Oh, what's up, Tina? What's going on, girl?
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Sorry I missed the last week. I know you had a lot of things planned for me. You know, it's nice. I'm so, you know, I need a little relief over here. I'm so infuriated with these politicians and what they're getting away with.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. This country's going the wrong way.
But we're Americans, like that lady Rebecca Gregory. We don't give up.
We can't give up.
That's right.
Because if we do, we lose. And
Absolutely, Tina.
we weren't built on that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the call. Andy B. Bad, thank you, my brother.
Frankie Russo Nation.
Absolutely. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to Rick in Yonkers. What's poppin', Rick?
How you doing, Frank?
What's up, my brother?
I seen something on Spanish news. I don't understand Spanish, but they had an Al Qaeda hit in Mexico.
Wow.
I seen it. I'm not kidding you.
I believe you.
Two guys made him kneel down, shot him in the back. They showed the footage.
And they mentioned Al Qaeda, right?
They showed the flags, and they shot him in the back, and then they shot him in the head afterwards.
Unbelievable.
That's scary.
Scary.
They're in Mexico. That's on our border.
Unbelievable.
You know, I'm getting a little worried now.
I'm telling you, America. You know, they're lying to us. It's
man,
something that
they're
we have to be. You know, they're lying. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying anything that we don't already know.
Exactly.
But this is real, man. You know, besides the
funny, I
imploding
watch the
United
news
States
every night.
economy.
They don't tell nothing about that. Nothing. It's like they don't want to even talk about it.
Yeah, and Michael Flynn, the lieutenant general he was the director of the Defense Intelligence Agency. He's claiming that the Obama administration is either ignorant or just flat out lying.
I think he wants it to happen.
I believe that
worried
he's
about
a plant to bring in Baghdad, to bring this Al Qaeda. You know, because all these groups, according to the documents that they found with Osama bin Laden, now this is all going to be substantiated with more sources. So right now, this is like the Weekly Standard. It's all, you know, they're all interlocking groups working together for this Islamic State. You know.
What am I supposed to do? If we get, you know what it is? I had a dream. I know it don't make no sense.
What dream did you have?
Sense, but I had a dream.
What dream did
I
you
always dream. And downtown Yonkers was destroyed.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, in my dream.
Wow.
It was destroyed. All these bright lights and bombs going off. You know, I know it's just a dream, but I dream like that all the time.
But you know something, my brother. You know, in all due respect, I hate. You know, I believe in. You know, I believe in. You know, I'm a man of God, and I believe in dreams. You know, sometimes not all dreams, but sometimes dreams become precognitive. They have some precognition. There's some reality to them.
Yeah.
But for the grace of God, my brother.
Can I tell you something though? Can I tell you one more thing?
Go ahead, because I got to move.
Right.
I hate to, because you know I only got an hour, so you know, in all due respect, don't take me the wrong way.
Oh no, I understand you. You got to talk to other people.
Exactly.
But I've had dreams where this country is destroyed. I mean, I've seen it in my dreams.
Well, I
know it's a little above board. It's crazy. I know it's a little nuts.
Yeah, people think, you know, we're nuts. We're alarmists. We're shaking the trees. You know, this is real stuff going on. We got the Secretary of State putting all the government documents on her server in her house.
You see what they want to do in St. Louis?
What do they want to do in St. Louis?
They want to ban the whole police department in Ferguson.
Yeah, you know, that's another discussion, you know, with the Ferguson thing. We could talk about another time. I mean, you know, this is beyond race relations. This is religion over here now. We're looking at a religious war. My brother, thank you so much for the call. 800-848-9222. I'm going to kick to Petey in Great Neck. What's Papa Petey?
Gee, Frankie, how are you?
How are you, my brother?
Good. I was thinking about you all week. You were talking about CPAC last week, and you know what? I went on and I listened. You know, I missed most of it, but I went on, online and watched most of the speeches by all these politicians. Do you know that there was only two people that gave speeches that had the most views? That was Donald Trump and Ben Carson.
Really?
They're not politicians. Yeah, one had 15,000 views. And the other one had like 9,000. The rest had like 2,000, 1,000. It goes to show you how the people do not trust the politicians. We're getting sick of hearing their garbage.
Sick of hearing it.
Yeah, you know. And let me just explain something, Frankie. I'm believing now that both parties are controlled by probably the Federal Reserve, and they're destroying our country. I think an evil source is controlling our media, controlling our newspapers, controlling everything. They want to destroy the Constitution. And here's a question I have to you and the audience. If, God forbid, I love my country and I don't even want to think about it, I say we fight now, wake up. Most of the people are waking up in this country. Thank God, but not enough yet. If they do destroy the currency, and I got to be broke, and I'll start over again for my children's sake, okay? I'll start and be a pauper because I don't care. But I will not. If they come up with some crazy idea, oh, just take a chip, you won't need money anymore. We'll insert it in your arm. That's where everybody has to draw the line, because then we're slaves. And I know 50% of the people probably on welfare would probably take this chip. So what do you think about that? I'll get off.
My brother, thank you for the call. I mean, I've been reading about that that's an unbelievable observation on your part. I think that's obviously down the road. I mean, that's unbelievable. The chip, and they're going to use that to just, cradle to grave, boom. Chip, and you're done. Craziness. 800-848-9222. We're going to move to... Thank you for the call, Petey and Great Neck. I just want to move. We're going to move to Richie in Sheepshead Bay. What's poppin', Richie?
Yeah, hi, Frankie. Good show again.
Thank you,
listen,
my brother.
I don't want to be redundant or boring, but, I talk about democracy. And I guess you remember from my other phone calls. And I'm the serious type of guy because this is serious. I usually like, after I speak, that people who listen to me take away some insight into something that perhaps they haven't thought of before. And I want to cover a few points. There's so little time. I
hate to cut you off. Just some quick comments, because I really have. I want to get his. I don't mean to.
No, I understand.
I have my email is frusso14@AOL.com. Yeah. I want to get as many people as I can on the air. Okay, my brother, shoot.
Okay, as I said, I'm looking forward to instituting a democratic type of government, rather a representative one, and implementing at the local level in a practical manner. And basically the differences in the legislative area is that the people have the freedom to vote on the laws that govern their lives, and in a representative type of government, these politicians impose their will.
Absolutely.
And what I want to make clear here is that it's not only when you give people the freedom to vote and you don't deny them this freedom and you don't deprive them, you give them the opportunity to enrich their lives, every area of their life. It's not only making them better citizens, they become better people in social and personal relationships with the added responsibility and the dignity and the power. They become better human beings. They grow richer as a person because this filters into other areas of their lives. They walk straighter. They think more deeply. It's not just in the political area. They become a richer, fuller human being when you just give them this freedom to vote on the laws. And so it filters out into other areas. That's why there's so many benefits to a democratic type of government rather than a representative. And I just want to make this point. There is something wrong with politicians. They're not quite right. Observe them on the campaign trail. Look at their agitative movements. Fix into their eyes, and they look nothing more than animals in heat. There's something wrong with this, something not right with these politicians.
Absolutely, my brother.
Look, I would ask the people, when
Richie,
they're on the campaign trail, observe their movements and particularly fix your eyes into their eyes. They look like animals in heat. There's something not right with them, and we should not deposit our trust in these type of people. If we want to make a breach in the monopoly that these politicians have, let's bring about a democratic type of government.
Absolutely.
Most people, Frank, I just want to...
I have to move, my brother. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I just have to move. I'm really winding down. Thank you so much for the call. He made some great points, Richie. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. Before we move to another call, I'd be remiss to mention that I got a major shout out. I forgot to mention it. A special shout out to my boy Ronnie Rice and Mikey Fran. We went to the Golden Gloves at St. Finbar's. It was great, and the Gleason's fighter won. Special shout out, Ronnie Rice and Mikey Fran. It was a great time. 800-848-9222. I'm going to go to Jimmy in the Bronx. What's poppin', Jimmy?
All right, Frankie, babe, you're the talk of the town, kid.
We're Jimmy this week, so what's going on? I want to move. I got a little more than a half hour. I want to move.
My calls move, and they hit the point.
I love the calls. I really do, but I really got to move because I only got more than a half hour. What's going on?
All right, first of all, right after 9/11, I said that Muslims would become more powerful in America, and I said also American women would make Muslim babies in America. They would mix in with them eventually. The Boston bomber, he had a wife. She was American. They had a kid together, and look what took place up in Boston with those two animals, what they did.
Unbelievable.
And remember, Putin was giving us advice and telling us information to watch these two guys. It was ignored. Also, right after the bombing, they wouldn't give the description of these two animals. If you remember, one of the a campus police officer was also murdered by one of them. Maybe if the description would have went out, we could have seen them, and maybe someone would have been able to turn them in. Maybe that officer would still be alive today. So that's what we are. We live in a politically insane country. But Frank, the borders, Frank, are wide open. Every enemy of America has their people in here. But these issues aren't going to be addressed. I'm going to tell you, next year, during the presidential campaign, Republicans are going to be talking about Iran and Bill Clinton's girlfriends. Look for Hillary to win.
She ain't winning. Thank you so much for the call, Jimmy. This week he's Jimmy. 800-848-9222. I'm going to go to Tommy in the Bronx. What's poppin', Tommy?
Hi, Frankie. I'd like to say that the money that was needed for the Homeland Security,
right?
To me, the Homeland Security, there's an old saying, we have looked, hunted, and searched for the enemy, and the enemy just could be us. And some of the money they're getting is from their spreading paranoia, besides true stories. Well, they need paranoia to keep funding.
Well, the Homeland Security Department under the prior administration, I thought they were very much on top of this this terror alert or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Unfortunately, everything's lax now, and unfortunately, I don't want to get into the bill. It was a big ominous bill.
The terror alert.
Well, under the prior administration, that's how this Department of Homeland Security Department came about from 9/11, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we got a new administration. Unfortunately, we got 75 Republicans voted for this bill, which is going to be funding Obama's executive order, which I really don't want to get into. It's very disheartening that these 75 Republicans caved in. So thank you so much for the call. 800-848-9222. I only got a half hour. I don't mean to cut people off, but we got to move. So we're going to kick to Lawrence in Long Island. Are you there, Lawrence?
Frankie.
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, that was a hell of a meeting we had at the Brooklyn Tea Party on Sunday, huh?
Yeah, unbelievable. How you doing, my brother? Lawrence Winberry from the Northeast Queens Tea Party. What's going on, man?
I'd like to give a shout-out to Michael Ferrara and Lauren Whalen.
Absolutely, my brother.
And also to Glenn Nasser and Diane Atkins at Brooklyn Tea Party.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to let everybody know that this coming Sunday, March 8th, 2 p.m., City Hall, major Support the Police rally. The final rally in a series of rallies all over New York. The big rally is Sunday at 2 o'clock, City Hall Park. Everybody just come, show your support. Remember, we had 2 cops who were killed in December, and there were 4 cops attacked with an axe in Jamaica.
Wow.
And cops all over the country are being threatened and endangered, and also because of our terrible political leaders who are in the media who lies about it. Came out today. What did it come out yesterday? Department of Justice. All of a sudden, oh my God, hands up, don't shoot, never happened, right?
Absolutely.
They lied about it the whole time. So please come to the rally tomorrow, everybody. And I just wanted to take one more thing. Did you notice about this guy Menendez, the senator from New Jersey?
Yeah, he's corruption charges.
Yeah, all of a sudden, right?
Right, it's crazy. I don't know. Maybe he's not working with the Democrats, so now they're going after him. Or maybe because he came out against.
He spoke out against the dear leader.
That's right. He came out against the Iranian thing, the Iranian attack, right?
And the Cuban thing.
Right, exactly.
And now all of a sudden he's on their radar. Now the corruption charges come, right, Frankie? That's the way it goes. Don't you know what this dirtbag we have in the White House? You know that, right?
Unbelievable. Lawrence, thank you so much for the call, my brother.
Thanks, Frankie. Have a good one.
You too, my brother. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to Bubba. Bill Clinton, former President Bill Clinton.
Frankie.
What's up, Mr. President?
Tonight, Frankie. Listen, what's going on?
You know, you're playing dumb. I know you like to play dumb. When the heat's on, you play dumb. You talk about what? You talk about Gina Napoli's dress in the last party or something. You know what's going on.
Well, I don't know. I just want to talk about Harrison Ford. You know.
I know you want to talk about Harrison Ford. Nothing but Hillary, right? You don't want to talk about Hillary.
Well, I just want to talk about Harrison Ford, because if he was the pilot of Ron Brown's plane, remember Ron Brown, my first Commerce Secretary?
Yeah, I know. You got him whacked.
Well, I'm just saying, if he was the pilot, Ron Brown would be still alive today.
You're right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, moving on from that, you hear what's in the news about that painting that they talked about, my official
Yeah,
White
that
House
painting
portrait.
with the Monica Lewinsky dress shadow?
Trying to say the shadow. The shadow knows your every move. Or
Absolutely.
something like that. Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot of shadows that follow me.
So what do you think? Let's be real, Bubba.
You got mail? Is that what you're going to try to say?
Yeah, she's got mail on the server. She's done. She's done.
I don't think
we don't want her as president. We never wanted her as president, and now she's taking government documents and putting it on her server. It's unconscionable. I don't care about what other administrations happened or this administration. It doesn't matter. Those are government documents, and you got them on the home server, and then you could sift the documents and tell us, release them now. I went through all my documents. I'm in control, and release them.
Well, Frankie, you don't want to look at my server, if you know what I mean.
You know what I'm talking about. Hillary's, your wife's server.
Right.
I'm sorry that I'm not. So it's very disheartening. And then we got these, the lady, Rebecca Gregory. She lost her leg. God bless her.
Right.
What a woman. This is the Women's History Month. Okay. And I thought, what a way to start the month with the lady like Rebecca Gregory. What do you think about that?
Well, that's very inspirational, Frankie.
And she said she's so proud of being an American. God bless that woman.
Well, we need more people like that.
Absolutely, Bubba. So, Bubba, I'm going to move. I'm under a half hour. I want to get as many people as I can on the air, so please don't take me the wrong way.
One thing, Frankie.
Go ahead, brother.
I want to reiterate what Lawrence just said in the last call about the support your local police rally, and I'm going to be there.
Nice.
Bill Clinton there, Sunday, March 8th at 2 p.m. at the steps of City Hall Park. That's this Sunday, March 8th at 2 p.m. So hope to see everyone there supporting the New York City Police Department and also supporting all your local police officers. So I just want to
God bless you, Mr. President. Thank you for the call. It's always a pleasure.
Take care, and that was a good meeting last time at the...
Absolutely. Brooklyn Tea Party meeting was awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. President. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to Tommy in the Bronx. You there, Tom?
Frankie Russo, how are you? I wait every week for your program. Listen, two things. Has anyone ever asked themselves, why was it so important when we put these fanatical murderers down in Guantanamo Bay that they had to be provided with a Quran and a prayer rug? Why?
It's crazy.
Everybody's saying they're not Islamic, they're perverting Islam, but we're giving them a Quran. That's like giving devil worshippers a Bible after they murdered somebody in a ritual.
You're 100% right. It's like what the junior senator from Arkansas said. They could all rot in Gitmo Bay. That's what he said on the...
Frankie. One more thing.
Go ahead.
Well, I listen to talk radio. I get all revved up. I listen to the great one that's on at 6 o'clock. And it's so aggravating how we give all our support to these Republicans. And even when they're in the majority in the Congress, they still bend to Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid. Well, I think we should really stick it to them, those country club Republicans who take us for granted. And we should start changing our approach on all our talk radio, Fox News, whatever, and start supporting Democrats. Because at least if you support them, you end up getting what you expect to get. That's why Democrats do not leave the party.
My brother, thank you for the call. I ain't supporting no Democrats. Thank you for the call, my brother. 800-848-9222. This is 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. And we're going to kick to Russell in White Plains. What's poppin', Russell?
Frankie, politicians are voted in by Americans, right? And people who say they hate politicians, they hate America, Frankie, because Democrats really can govern. I mean, the economy is at a record high. Unemployment's at a low. Republicans are full of ideology and are not practical. I don't like Obama. He's a right-winger, Frankie. But, concentrate on Hillary. It's the best thing you can do for the Democrats because she ain't going to be the candidate. Democrats don't like her, Republicans don't like her. I'm sure you don't like her. But please don't say you hate politicians, because they do represent us here.
Well, I don't like the word hate. I just don't like the way the politicians today are moving.
But who votes them in, Frankie? You know,
You're right. I agree with you. But, hey, listen, we feel, unfortunately, the American people, we're not stupid. We're a distracted people. And, unfortunately, we feel like we're a captive audience, like we got nowhere to go. So that's why we vote. It's a two-party system.
Well, I come to hear you on every Saturday morning, Frank. And you know what George Carlin said, right?
What'd he say?
He said, the average American is stupid, and half of them are stupider than that.
Well, I don't know about that. Thank you so much for the call. You're entitled to your opinion. I don't agree with you. 800-848-9222. I'm going to kick to Howard in Elmont, Long Island. What's poppin', Howard?
Howard Cosell. I'll be back in 60 seconds. Frankie, if you went to the other station, they'd give you the building. That's how good you are, kid.
Thank you, my brother. So what's going on? March 7th, tomorrow, there's big fights, huh?
The big fights are on. I'll be there, of course, in the front row, me and Bert Sugar. Bert Sugar smokes a 3-foot cigar. I can't even sit next to the guy. He turns his head. He knocks everybody in the head. But the fights are going to be big. Down goes Frazier. Down goes the competition. Down goes everything.
March 7th. So who do you think's going to win? Adrian Broner or John Molina?
Well, you know what? I'm out of the prediction business because I just like to sit back and enjoy the fights now. But the big fight on May 2nd, Pacquiao, and I call him Mayweather, that's going to be the big one. But you know what? He's been dodging Pacquiao for 7 years now, and I just don't like the fact that Pacquiao was knocked out recently and a few years ago.
That's a good point.
He had his pajamas on. He was sleeping before he hit the canvas. He fell face first, Frankie, babe. I'm telling you, I know you like boxing, you like sports. This is Howard Cosell.
Thank you for the call.
And Frankie Russo, Shea Stadium.
Thank you, my brother. Hey, listen, 5 years ago, I think it'd be a fight. Conceivably today, I think Money May's got it. Money May's got to be the heavy favorite. That was a bad knockout. I hope Pacquiao proves me wrong. It could be a lopsided fight. That's my take on it. Money May in a decision. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to Johnny in Jersey City. We're winding down with 22 minutes left in the show. What's poppin', Johnny?
Polak Johnny here.
Polak Johnny, what's going on?
Jesus Christ said that give to Caesar that which is Caesar's. We've got to tax the Catholic Church.
Well, hey, listen, I'm Catholic. I really, whatever. I mean, at this point, I really don't care who we tax.
They can't talk out as long as they are tax-free. It's in the law.
You're right. Okay.
They can't preach.
You're right.
Listen, Frankie, before I go.
Go ahead.
The cure for impotence. Now, the church controls the church controls your sex life. The church controls your sex life. Now, listen.
Where are we going with this? I want to kick to some other callers. Where are we going with this, bro?
Viagra costs $18 a pill. All you got to do is take some choline supplements.
Okay. I'm into supplements. I agree with you. I'm into supplements. You got to figure out which one to take. There's so many on the market.
It controls the temperature of the body now. That's your sex life, the temperature of the body.
I don't know. Johnny, thank you so much for the call. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm not sure about that. Thank you for your comments. I got an email address, frusso14aol.com. I'm sorry that I can't, stay on with so many callers. I want to get as many as I can. You can send me an email at frusso14aol.com. I got facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. And we're going to kick to Bobby in Newark. What's poppin', Bobby?
Hey, this is Bobby from the 6th Borough, How you doing, Frankie?
What's up, my brother?
All right, I got a question. The question I want to say to you is, who has a server? Who, in the God's name, has a server like Hillary Clinton?
No,
I don't understand that. Maybe Snowden was right. Maybe Snowden was right by dumping documents, or maybe he shouldn't have went to the right side of doing it, but he shouldn't have. But guess what? Now you know he is speaking the truth for what's going on.
It's crazy,
bro. A lot of things that's going on should not be going on.
And that's under the Obama administration, too.
But you know what? It's under everybody's administration. You said something about the politicians that were absolutely right. What we need to do is revamp everything.
Right?
If you don't revamp it, the people have to understand they have power. And you know what the power is? You have the right to vote. Don't just vote with your feet and move. Vote, vote, vote. Closing the borders up, Nah. I remember something from Star Trek. You remember this years ago where they had a big dagger sticking in between everything from North America to South America? That was one of those things they had in Star Trek. Maybe we should look into taking over everything in the entire hemisphere.
Well, my brother, you know something? It's really interesting. The inner cities, right? Right, the inner cities. You got the mayor, right? The mayor is at odds with the charter schools. Now, you know, this is something we talk about every week. We talk about a lot. Right. The charter schools that had a big demonstration up in Albany, right? The public schools are failing so much. $25 billion of taxpayers' money into a fail factory. We got this de Blasio, who's a Obama clone, walking around telling everybody everything's okay. And it's just, you know, it's unfortunate. I hate to bellyache about everything. I hate to be an alarmist. Thank you so much for the call. It's really a pleasure talking with you. I got another 20 minutes.
Frankie.
Thank you, man. It's just, you know, I'm going to kick to another call. 800-848-9222. I'm going to Ken in Queens. What's poppin', Kenny?
Hey, how's it going, Frankie? I just want to say I'm so disgusted with what the Republicans pulled last week.
You're right on that vote. That's 75 Republicans, 100%
Listen,
right.
I am so I will never vote for I will only vote for Tea Party candidates from now on. I swear I will never, ever vote for a regular Rhino Republican again. I'm fed up. I'm through. They stood by. We won a landslide election, and they stood by and they let Obama shred the Constitution. I'm through with them. I'm only voting Tea Party from now on. I'm done. I'm finished. They're done.
Kenny, great point. Thank you for the call. You know, it's really interesting. You know, when you think about this, Obama sworn. He swears under oath to defend and protect the United States Constitution. Well, guess what? The Congress does too. The House of Representatives of the United States Senate, and they allow, knowing that this cat is violating, not following the United States Constitution 22 times. He tells everybody in America the executive order on amnesty is unconstitutional. The 23rd time, guess what? It's constitutional. Go figure. 800-848-9222. We got to go to this House Freedom Caucus. I'm trying to get more information on that. Once I get more information, I'm going to report to everybody what I think about this House Freedom Caucus. Maybe that's a way to go over here. I believe it is. We'll see. We're going to kick to Al in the Bronx. What's poppin', Al?
Hey, how you doing, Frankie?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Not too good, Frankie.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I love my country, and I'm not happy in the direction that we're going. And you know, we have to do something as an American people. All Americans, we have to do something over here. We can't just vote the way everybody thinks. If you're white, you're going to vote this way. If you're black, you're going to vote this way. If you're Hispanic, we got to vote for what's right.
Well, we got a problem in California. I'm from the Bronx, but I just read something on the news. Students at the University of California, Irving, voted to ban the American flag.
That's crazy, man.
We need to get all together, and if they don't want the American flag, then all those students, all their financial aid from the government should be revoked.
It's crazy. I mean, when you think about it, that's a great point. You know, even like, look at New York, right? Cuomo is holding out on giving legal Americans money for tuition assistance because he wants to make sure that the illegal immigrants get their money.
That's why today I like to make an announcement on your show. I'm sick and tired of all these parties. I want to start a new party called the Bronx Zoo Party. I'd rather have a chimpanzee or a kangaroo run our country better than these jackasses.
Right, it's unbelievable. Thank you so much for the call, Al, from the Bronx. 800-848-9222. We're winding down. We're going to kick to Ron in Brooklyn. What's poppin', Ron?
Hey, Frankie. How you doing, my friend?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Okay, very good. Just want to say it was really good to see you down at St. Fibos for the Golden Gloves.
Oh, this is Ronnie Rice. What's going on, Ronnie?
Rice, how are you?
Good, my brother. Thank you so much for the invite. You guys are great.
Yeah.
You and Mikey Fran.
It was good to see Mikey Francisi and Bazooka the Cupman. And
absolutely.
And just keep what you're doing. Love your show. Just keep on keeping on, my friend.
Thank you, my brother. And also
right.
the Gleason's 501, so that made the night.
That's right. That's right. I know you got other calls waiting, and I won't keep you. So I'll see you when I get back from sunny Florida, and we'll go to some ball games and some boxing matches.
Sounds good to me, Ronnie. God bless you.
Okay.
Have a great time in Florida, man. That's the way to do it, my brother. 800-848-9222, 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. And we're going to kick to Johnny in Rockaway Beach. What's poppin', Johnny?
How you doing, Frankie?
What's up, Johnny?
Good. My question is more like a statement. Is Obama supposed to leave in 2016?
Right.
And I've been taking bets with friends. I've been telling them, listen, this guy's not leaving.
You don't think,
And they're telling me I'm crazy. It's against the law. They'll stop him. If they ain't stopping him for anything else he's doing, what would make them stop him from him staying in office? I'll hang up and I'll listen to your comment.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with, I hate to admit it, but you never know. Things are so unpredictable today, and I guess, whatever you want to call it, the end of times, the times or whatever, anything, in today's time, right now, in these moments, anything good could happen and anything bad could happen. Anything could happen. So, I mean, it's just unbelievable what goes on this past every week. There's so many moving parts from the Boston Marathon bomber who was treated with he had civilian rights instead of an enemy combatant. They read him his Miranda rights. We got this other stuff going on with Iran. They're going to get the bomb anyway. There's no sanctions. The president wants to negotiate a deal that really, for 10 years, and I mean, it's just unbelievable the stuff that's going on. 800-848-9222. I'm going to kick to Tommy in Staten Island. What's poppin', Tommy?
Hey, Frank.
What's up, my brother?
What's up with the foreign contributions to the Clinton Foundation?
Yeah, that's another great point.
Number one, that's it. I mean, right there. I mean, are you talking about influence?
Right? And Clinton went into 51 countries.
Yep.
She sat in the Secretary of State's position, the highest ranking unelected position, direct succession, according to the United States Constitution. Nobody wants to follow.
I am surprised nobody brought that up tonight.
Right? I mean, that, and then this other stuff with the emails. Who needs this? This is insane.
Well, the emails, that'll sort themselves out. But my second point is this. How come the Democrats threw Menendez under the bus today?
Right? I guess because he went against them with Iran. He went against them with Cuba. So anybody who goes against them.
He's telling the truth.
That's right.
A Democrat telling the truth. And he threw him under the bus.
Tommy, you're 100% right, my brother. Thank you for the call.
All right, you got it, Frank.
Okay, brother. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to Cookie from Queens. What's poppin', Cookie?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, sweetie. I just wanted
Thank
to
you for
say
the call,
that
by the
Boehner,
way.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that Boehner needs we need to get rid of Boehner.
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't know if there's recall election rules or whatever, but we have to call Louis Gohmert or this other guy.
Oh, Trey Gowdy. I'd love to have Trey Gowdy there or Louis Gohmert. That'd be great.
Exactly. And there was another guy that ran from, I don't know, not Hawaii, but he had a Hawaiian-sounded name.
Oh,
that guy, he was, there's a couple that
there was a couple. I forgot their names, but it's unfortunate that Brain or whatever his name is, he won. So
I'm still an impeachment person, and I know the Judicial Watch, Tom Fitton at Judicial Watch, had a lot to do with getting the email issue out about Hillary.
They're great. Aren't they great? God bless them.
Wonderful. But, I don't have a lot of money right now, and I send back remarks on the polls and the contribution letters that they send me. And I tell them, let's go. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And you have to pressure these groups. What are you doing?
Absolutely, Cookie.
We don't need a third party. Believe me, nationalism is where it's at.
Absolutely.
Conservatism is where it's happening.
Absolutely. A third party will only enable them to... You're right. I'm with you on that one, too.
We have to get the jerks out. And, in fact, I was even supporting Menendez. Okay, I made a number of phone calls. You can go to grassfirenation.com, and I was just telling Menendez, I didn't know that he was that smart. To refuse Cuba and to, disagree with Obama about Iran. They can't get the bomb.
They can't, it's unfortunate. Cookie, thank you so much for the call. I'm winding down less than 10 minutes. You're 100% right.
Take care.
Thank you so much. You're 100% right. And, they said, how are we going to stop them? Well, the way we're going about it, we ain't stopping them. So the truth be told. Let's go to Bradley in North New Jersey. What's poppin', Bradley?
Hey, how's it going, Frankie?
How you doing, man? I'm winding down less than 10 minutes.
Okay, real quick. Yeah, we should go fight and die for Israel. Send our men over there and our children and die for a country that contributes nothing to our way of life. Secondly, you ever seen that movie,
Wait. Okay, I'm pro-Israel, okay? Israel is our only satellite. Wait, my brother. Let's, I don't want to get into it because I only got less than 10 minutes, but Israel is our only satellite in the Middle East. They worked out agreements.
Regardless of that, we shouldn't send our soldiers and our children over there to die for Israel.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Israel is America. Israel is America.
Israel
Understand
is not
something.
America.
Would you
they
rather?
They don't have troops over in ICE and fighting against. They wasn't in Iraq. They wasn't in Afghanistan.
My brother. If Obama was doing the right thing, and thank you so much for the call.
Hold up for a second.
No. I appreciate it because I got less than 10 minutes. I don't want to talk. Obama was doing the right thing. If we had a right relationship with Israel, he'd tell Israel to drop bombs on those nuclear weapons in Iran. That's what he let Israel do it. Let Israel drop the bombs on the nuclear weapons that Iran's trying to build. End of story. That's it. They don't want to do that. 800-848-9222. The biggest threat besides the imploding United States economy is Iran. Truth be told. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I got less than 10 minutes. Let's go to Gary in Staten Island. What's popping, Gary?
Great meeting, Estonia, Frankie. How you doing? How are you?
Gary G, what's going on, my brother?
Very good. Great show tonight. You see what happened this week? May the Blaze turns around and orders that the Muslims will be celebrating 2 holidays for the public schools.
It's crazy.
It's insane. It's like really...
The schools are so bad to begin with, Gary, and now we're giving them days off. Hey, listen, this is the freedom of religion. We're a tolerant nation of all religions, but we can't just give things away over here. This is insane.
Hey, I'm Irish. I want St. Patrick's Day off for the kids.
Gary, thank you for the call, man. I don't mean to cut you. I'm winding down. I got
ahead,
6
Frankie.
minutes.
Have a great one. Be safe.
God bless you, my brother. 800-848-9222. I'm going to go to Angel in the Bronx. What's popping, Angel?
Hello, Mr. Frank.
What's going on, my brother?
I'll make a suggestion to your audience. Your audience, everyone should read all of Patrick Buchanan's books. They'll get the insight of what's going on today.
Okay.
I believe that very much. Frankie.
He was an interesting guy. I mean, I don't know everything what he stood for, but I know some of the things. I don't know everything about his policies or whatever. But I guess his positions are got to be better than what's going on over here. That's for sure.
Well, of course.
Unbelievable.
If Pat Buchanan would have become president, we'd still be living in America today.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I don't feel safe. Do you feel safe, honestly?
Well, I'm not the big chicken type, but I know what's going on. I'm well aware. I'm the kind of person.
I mean, it's not about being a chicken, and it's just being honest. Do you feel like the government is protecting us?
Well, I never really gave much to them in the first place. I mean, they're just chicken heads, these people. They're just people who get elected.
Who's these people? Oh, the politicians. Okay.
The chicken heads. Come on, they give power, they get crazy. Even the people who pretend they're on our side, once they get there, they get seduced. Just like, what else they do with the businesses and manufacturing in China? You know what they do to our businessmen? They load up their hotels with women. They give them booze. And that's why they're transferring all our stuff over there, because they got the guys, they got them over there, giving them all the honeys.
My brother, great point. Thank you for the call. I'm winding down 5 minutes. Thank you so much. The unscrupulous activities of the government, it's well documented from the State Department to all these different departments. I don't understand some of the things that go on with this government. We got a Secretary of State having a server on her house with all government documents. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on. 800-848-9222. I'll go to Joyce in New York. What's poppin', Joyce? You there, Joyce?
Oh, Frank. Hi, Frank.
How you doing? I got under 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
I want to get a few points.
Please, I'll get as many points as I can. I got 5 minutes left.
Okay, here we go. with reference to healing and helping, there's so much work that we need to do and to pass it along. And, I was listening to a talk show host who mentioned that we need to heal and help each other. But how could he be so paradoxical to say that the homeless are crazy, that they're on drugs? Many of the homeless are former doctors and lawyers, or they are doctors and lawyers, people who are CEOs of corporations.
So where are we going with this, Joyce?
I'm going to show
where are
you.
we going with this?
That is why we have the mass murderers all over the world. They have to have a place to come to, a job to come to.
So you're saying, so let me ask you a question, Joyce. I don't mean to cut you off because I got 5 minutes left. Are you saying that if we gave them jobs, there would be no ISIS, there would be no radical Islamists?
ISIS is another ball game, which I don't know if I want to put my
okay,
foot
Joyce.
in my
Joyce,
But here's another thing I want.
I got 3 minutes left. I'm going to move on. Thank you so much for the call. I got to get to another caller. John from Westchester. What's poppin', John? You there, John? You might be there. Maybe. Okay, we'll go to Uncle Jack in Brooklyn. What's poppin', Uncle Jack?
Talking my line. I have 2 points. One point is on this Menendez. I believe that they're putting him under the bus to keep the other people, all the other Democrats, in line. This way, everybody's going to have to stay in line for Obama for the next year or two, whatever he is in power.
Craziness.
That's my take on Menendez. Number 2, I believe Sarah Palin is really being marginalized. She's a great person.
Love her.
I love her too, and I think that she can really excite the base, and nobody seems to want to have anything to do with her because she's really great and good. I think she has a tremendous chance to go against the Democrats because she's really a real conservative. I've read her books, and she's something fantastic, and I'm just so sorry that she's not really giving the chance to shine like she did.
She's fabulous. She talked about the 23 veterans a day killed them. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's a very. She talks about the American veterans being taken care of, and how 23 on average 23 veterans take their lives every day. It's really, really an issue and a problem for this great country that we're not taking care. We're not taking care of our veterans, don't you think?
Well, they're fighting with one hand behind their back. They're really not able to fight and do the job like they did in World War II. We're not out there to win. We're just to pacify things.
It's craziness. Uncle Jack, thank you for the call. I'm winding down 2 minutes. I'm going to go to Rick. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, we only got an hour, and I'm trying to get as many people on the air, so please don't take it the wrong way. Rick from Richmond Hill, what's poppin'? Rick?
Frankie, the dream I had less than a year ago said that the banks will be caused to fail. The banks will be, literally, the banks will be destroyed, and in the cities that survive, there the bombings will begin. My interpretation is that the banks will be caused to fail to cause disorder and panic, and then the cities, which are normally not stable, the ones that survive, such as, say, Salt Lake City, where they stockpile 2 years' worth of food, those cities will be caused to panic by bombings. That's my own interpretation.
Interesting. I agree. There's things are very tenuous, my brother. Absolutely. Great call. Great point. Thank you so much. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You can't keep up with this. Great show tonight. You can't. No way. I'll see you in the future.